Good morning, YouTube. It's a beautiful day. I'm caffeinated and I'm ready to overshare. Before we get started here, I want to make something pretty clear, guys. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Nothing I share in this video should be taken as professional financial advice, okay? Now, the stocks or ideas I talk about on this channel are based strictly on my own research and analysis. I'm just sharing them for educational and, informational purposes only. But I do want to mention, if I do mention any specific stock, right, it's important that you guys just don't take my words for it, right? You should always do your own homework. That just means look at the company yourself, right? Review their financial statements, their earnings, their debt levels, right? The long-term growth potential, and then if that company does align with your own risk tolerance, right, and you can invest, right? Now, investing always does come with the risk, right? You can make money, you can lose money, you can get very rich from it, right? But you could also go broke. So never invest more than what you can lose. At the end of the day here, my goal is just to spark ideas, share insights, and maybe point you in a direction that you didn't think about before, right? But ultimately, that decision is ultimately your responsibility, okay? Now, just so you know, some of the company stocks I do mention here, I also do buy for my own portfolio. So again, do your own research before you invest, right? If you do decide to follow along with me, that's cool, but make sure that you know what you're investing in for. With that said, let's dive in. Now, if you want to make money, you want to see your money 10x, 20x, 30x. Sounds impossible, but it's not really, right? You can do that right here in the stock market, okay? And at the end of this video, I'm going to, share with you one stock that could be realistically do that to your money, okay? So stick to the end of the video and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I know you will. But let's face it, guys, investing feels scary. A lot of people, question it. What if I don't pick the right stock? What if I lose everything? Things like that keep you on the sidelines, right? But here's the truth, right? Not making a risk is also risky, right? With inflation, your money is already losing value, okay? Every single year. Now, in this video, I'm going to help some of you watching finally move from the sidelines into smart investing. I'll even share one stock I believe could realistically double your money, churning 10,000 to 20,000 or more. Now, step one, I think the most important thing here before we get started is you want to start with your why, right? Before you buy any stock or index, step back and ask yourself, why am I investing, right? Are you doing it to secure your retirement, maybe buy a home, supplement your income, or maybe you just want to make some extra money for like a vacation, a car? Whatever it is, knowing your end goal is critical, okay? Otherwise, when the market pulls back, you'll panic or quit. So you need to understand your why so that you stick through it. I can't tell you how many people I know that just gave up. So don't do that. Next, you want to understand how much you want to invest, right? Now, the goal here is to constantly set aside a percent of your income, 15%, maybe even 20%. And if you do that over time, over years, right, you invest in the right things like the S&P 500, you'll become a millionaire. And the reason that is on average since 1929, since the stock market's inception, stock market averages about 10% per year. You have $1 million in there, you'll be making $100,000 per year. You don't have to work again. Picking stocks here, when choosing the right companies here, guys, what matters the most, I believe, is, do you believe in the company long term, right? Do you understand the company? Is it a growth company? What do their financial statements look like, right? Check things like the PE ratio, right? Their debt levels, the liabilities, assets, right? Basically fundamental analysis, right? The more you practice, the more you look at financial statements, the better you'll get and understand undervalued companies, right? Next, I would say risk and reward, right? Stocks are riskier than your bonds, your CDs, your mutual funds, but the return is much higher. Diversification is very important here, right? Never put everything into one stock. Spread it out. S&P 500, a couple healthcare stocks, tech stocks, whatever it could be. Just don't put your basket or your eggs all in one basket. Okay. Next thing you want to do here is choose a platform. I like Webull a lot, and I also use Schwab. When it comes to investing in companies like that or stocks like the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, I do think they're overvalued right now. They're extremely high, so I personally wouldn't purchase those right now. Maybe a 20% correction would be needed right before I do that, and that's just my take on it. At the end of the day, guys, remember, investing really isn't gambling. If you're doing it right, you know what you're investing in, consistently doing fundamental analysis, you're diversified. It's not really scary, but it's something that builds real wealth. Okay. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, I do appreciate you. Here's the stock ticker symbol, SoFi, short for social finance. Now, SoFi is a fintech company. They're basically like a digital bank investing platform, right? They lend money. You can have a checking account, a savings account with them. You can take loans. They also even have tools to help you manage your money more. Now, the stock is up over 50% this year. I think about 200% in the past year. It's growing. It's adding millions of users. Now, while it might be a little overvalued right now, right? In the short term, that's the nature of growth stocks. Long term, I do see SoFi being much higher, right? Again, strong revenue growth, multiple revenue strategies, and the innovation is pretty cool. Now, I'm not telling you to buy it today. It could pull back, and if that happens, it's very important to dollar cost average. But I believe if you hold long enough, you'll see some great returns with the stock. Okay. So ticker symbol SOFI. And if you're still here watching this video, I do appreciate you. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. And again, guys, stock SOFI. I think it's a great a great company to invest in. It could be overvalued again. It might be overvalued right now, but to call the top on a stock is foolish, right? It could just run up and continue running up, just like Palantir. But it could also, maybe come down to $13, right? And if that happens, you can dollar cost average, just buy some more. Or you can, invest right now and say screw it, because you might just not get a chance to buy at a lower price. But anyways, guys, I do appreciate you for watching this video. I'm out here just chilling by the pool. It's a beautiful day. Sun's coming out. And yeah, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.